Okay. This morning you're going to do three things, or write down or name three things that you're grateful for. Three things, new things. So come, I've just done this a minute ago. So come rest into your child's pose. Come. Don't know what happened, a glitch happened. So come settle into your child's pose. Settling down, draw your bum back. Arms are long in front of you. And just notice what you feel as you settle in. That sense of the folding of the deep of your belly, the folding of your knees, the folding of your feet, or the lengthening of your feet, the stretching of your arms. And maybe your arms are bent, maybe your head is supported. Whatever way you are, listen to your sensations, your wellness in this moment. So I can feel more of a pull on one side than the other. I can feel that one shoulder is easier to lengthen than the other. Nice. Coming up into your cat pose. Rounding your back, tuck your chin in deeply. Arching your back, draw your chest forward, look forward. So I really like that phrase. It's not about the shape that you make, the end of the movement. It's about what you meet as you travel into it, as you travel out of it. What happens to you as you do it? So as you move from the rounding into the arching, what are the sensations that you feel? How is it that you are moving in this moment from one to the other? So for me, if I'm not listening, my lower back doesn't move as much. My shoulders move loads. Lower back will disguise itself or camouflage itself. Nice. As I'm moving right now, I can feel one shoulder is bigger. One side of my back is more available. As you do this, notice you. Nice. And now begin to coordinate. So squeeze from side to side, squeezing one side, then the other. And as you do it, is there one side you can squeeze more clearly than the other? And as I squeeze, I'm also leaning into the ribs on the other side. So I squeeze the left and I open the right. I squeeze the right and I open the left. So that I feel like I'm a fan or an accordion, literally opening one side deeply and the other. My shoulders are moving a little bit more. I'm leaning my waist and my rib cage into it. Nice. How cool. Push back into your downward dog. All the way back. Feet on the floor. Draw yourself back. Really lengthening back. Always when I land in here, I'm like, oh, let's move my legs and engage my feet and connect into the floor and create that rebound through my body where I'm suddenly like, I feel like I'm stacking myself in connectivity. I'm awakening the lines and the communication in my body. So just moving. I really like stretching one leg and bending the other, stretching one leg. And my hips travel a little bit from left to right as I do this, which gives me much more sensation through the sides of my waist, the sides of my ribcage. So it's a bit like a coordination. Wow, look at that. Moment of revelation. That's so cool. Wow. Otherwise, something so obvious becomes obvious. Nice. Walk all the way forward. Rest your belly on your thighs. Just pause there. Make fists out of your hands and roll into your wrists. Sorry about the glitch at the beginning there, where the payment page was up for ages. On my screen, it said it was all go, all working. So thanks, Sinead. Saved again. Slowly rolling up. And when you're all the way up, reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, and just stretch like you've just woken up. Nice. Interlock your fingers and just lean a little bit from side to side. Just feel that opening through the body. That sense of stretch. Nice. Lowering down. Great. Come to the front of your mat. So again, we're going to work into the sun salutation and then find variations. So standing tall, just notice your spine. Are you a rounded person? Or are you an archy person? Is your chest lifted and your back arching, your bum back? Or are your hips forward and your shoulders forward? What's your natural tendency? I think mine is towards the archy thing. I overextend my chest and I stick my bum out. So notice for you what you do. Just be interested. So reach your arms wide, palms come together, reaching up and push into the floor like you're reaching like a rocket towards the ceiling with your fingers. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, coming down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, you're arching deeply into your spine. So this month, again, is brought to you by rounding and arching. So every time we move, try and feel what the movement is. So round your spine, stretch your right leg back, and really deeply pull your spine towards the ceiling. Nice. Drop your right knee to the floor. Stay rounded. Bring your hands to your left knee. Rising up. Stay rounded. Bring both hands forward in front of you. And then pull your right elbow back like a bow and arrow. Nice. Reach it forward. Pull your left elbow back like a bow and arrow. And just move. Right elbow comes back. Nice. Left elbow comes back. And pull your pelvis a little bit forward. So tuck your tailbone under. So rather than having your bum sticking backwards, draw or push your knee forward is another way of saying that. So draw your knee more forward as you pull back. As you pull back. Nice. Both hands forward. Rise up and look up. Reach deeply upwards towards the ceiling and lengthen from that right knee all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Tuck your chin in, lower your arms down behind you. Keep your torso upright, interlock your fingers, squeeze your shoulders back. Lean into your chest. Draw that right knee or the left knee more forward. Super. Both hands come down. Stretch your back leg, come into a plank pose. Pause. Rounding your back deeply, widening through the shoulders. Drop your knees down, lower your belly down. Bring your fingers wider than your mat. Squeeze your bum, lift your toes. And then, without pushing into your hands, lengthen through your spine so you're lifting upwards. Maybe lift your fingers off the floor for a moment. And then keep that engagement in your spine and just push into your fingers. But my spine feels super strong and I'm just lifting it a little bit higher. Nice. Lowering down. Either bring your elbows to the floor or hands to the floor. Pushing backwards. Push all the way back, downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle. So turn your toes towards the right side of your mat. So they're kind of like windscreen wipers that have just turned at a 45-degree angle. Begin to bend your knees and they'll point towards the right. And then your left bum is going to drop down. And as you do so, your right hand will lift off the floor. So I'm sitting on my left bum. My left knee is bent. My right foot is on the floor. And then come back up into your downward dog. And then the other side. Turn your toes towards the left. Bend your knees. And then sit the right bum all the way down to the floor. Left hand is lifted off the floor. Come all the way back up. One more time each side. Turn your toes towards the right. Sit your left bum down. Come back up. Turn your toes towards the left. Sit your right bum down. And coming all the way back up. Nice. Walk slowly forward to the front of your mat. Rounding up. Reach your arms wide. Push down into your feet as you lift up through your fingers. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, coming down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward, arching your back. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Pause there, really lifting deeply through the spine. Drop your left knee to the floor. Stay rounded, bring your hands to your knee. Stay rounded, rising up. Stay rounded, bring your hands forward. So I'm really like rounding my back body forward. And then make a fist out of your left hand and pull your left elbow back. Bow and arrow. Change. Pull your right elbow back. And I'm going to push my right knee a little bit more forward as I do this. So I'm really stabilizing the pelvis. I really feel the twist in the torso. One more time each side. Super. Bring both hands forward. And then reaching up, look up. Reach a little bit higher. Super. Keep your torso up. Drop your hands down. Interlock your fingers behind your back. And then lean your chest forward. Open your arms backwards. As always, listen to your shoulders. Nice. Release. Both hands down. Lengthen your back leg. Come back into a plank. Pause. Cool. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Fingers are wider than your mat. Squeeze your bum, lift your toes. Lift only your torso, so you're arching now. Lift your fingers. Feel that strength of your spine. And then pushing down, rise deeply upwards. Cool. Lowering down. Hands to the floor or elbows. See what's right. Push back. Push back. Super cool. Turn your toes to the left. Sit your right bum down. This is called dancing dog, this thing. There's loads of variations we will get to. Come all the way back up. Turn your toes to the right. Sit your left bum down. Come back up. Toes to the left. Right bum down. Nice. And toes to the right. Left bum down. Super. All the way back up. Pause. And then walk all the way forward. Rounding your back, slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Cool. So we were doing this movement yesterday, so we're going to do it again. So wrap your arms so that you're holding onto your shoulders. And for me, the right arm is more forward. Okay. And so just round just your torso forward. So I'm just rounding forward and my elbows have tucked into my chest. So this is forward. Okay. Come back up to straight and then just go to the left. It's like a squeeze to the left with my shoulder, not my head. Okay. Come back, squeeze to the right. No, whichever way I didn't do last time. Come back, and then tucking your chin in, lean backwards. So I'm not looking upwards, I'm just leaning backwards. So my neck isn't really involved. And then back. So between each of those 4 points, there's another one. So go forward. Okay. Go right. Go back. Go left. And go forward. So if we're going to draw a circle, there's more to it. So go right, and then go halfway forward, and then go fully forward, and then halfway to the left, and then fully to the left, halfway back, fully back, halfway to the right, and right. So half, forward, half, left, half, back, half, right. And then just see if you can circle smoothly in those directions. And what's your range here? Nice. Come back up to straight. We'll do the other direction. So left, half forward, right, forward, back. And then make it smooth. Nice. Drop your shoulders down and just roll your shoulders deeply. Cool. So rounding your back, so roll slowly forward and just slide your hands down your thighs. And when your hands get maybe near your knees, begin to bend your knees and roll down until you reach towards your toes. Keep your back deeply rounded. Reach your hands forward and drop your knees to the floor. I'm rounded the whole time. Lift your knees up. You can either walk back or you kind of push into your fingers and then round slowly all the way up. Come back up to stand. Nice. Rolling down. Hands are sliding down your legs. Then they slide forward. Drop your knees down. Lift your knees up. I do kind of a fling thing with my hands, or you can walk backwards with your hands. See what's right. Again, rolling down. Reach out. Knees down. So my knees are just barely tapping the floor as I do this. I'll do that another few times. How do you do it? Do you walk your hands out or reach them out? Do you walk your hands back or fling your hands back? Nice. One more time. Super. So if we do this similar movement but different. So you're going to keep your chest up and you're going to keep looking forward and you're going to try and touch the floor looking forward. So it's a completely different spinal movement. So it's like I'm reaching, I'm looking forward, I'm touching the floor. Nice. I'm still looking forward. I walk my hands forward. I'm arching my back. Drop your knees down. So stay looking forward. Lift your knees up. Walk your hands back. Oh, come all the way up. Oh, that's really different. It's great. So stick your bum out, lift your chest, look forward. Slide your hands down, touch the floor. Walk your hands forward. Keep looking forward. Drop your knees down. Lift your knees up. Walk your hands back. Oh, coming all the way up. One more time for that one. So stick your bum out, lift your chest, look forward, reach down, bring your hands to the floor, walk forward, and then come up. Nice. So come sit on the floor. My clock is turned off. Come sit on. Oh, we're over time. So great. Come lie on the floor. Dun dun dun. Come lie on the floor. My clock turned off because I answered the phone. So just landing in. Feel the floor beneath you. Feel your legs. I feel my thighs and my knees. I feel my shoulders and my hands. And then just sway your knees from side to side. Just rocking one way and then the other. Nice. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest. Hug them in. Widening into the back of the body. Settling in. Just feel your breath. Let it settle. So what are you noticing about your spine during the day as we do gratitude? Because this is really, it's like each month takes on its own characteristics. So this one is really like torso, rib cage. So how is it feeling in your body? How does it feel to cultivate a practice where you acknowledge your resources, the things you're grateful for? What effect does that have in the deep of you? Nice. So just bring your feet to the floor. You can just pause there. You can rock them. You can bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. You can choose what feels good for you. Nice. Again, sorry for the glitch at the beginning of the class. It looked like it was all working from this side. So great. 3 things. It's very nice. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day of gratitude. Ciao.